Good Monday morning, guys. This is Brian and Nate. Welcome to this episode of Big South Outdoors TV. We're taking you along for a short ride. We're going to show you kind of what we do in the wintertime. It is January, I think the 9th or 10th. I haven't really looked at the calendar, so I don't really know. But we're going to show you kind of what we do in the wintertime down here in the South, in the big old state of North Carolina. And just want to try to get you some little snippets of footage so you can see what we do in the wintertime. Y'all stay tuned. Before we get started, we got to go get some gas in Gertrude because she is thirsty. But first, before we do that, a word from Nate. Say good morning, Nate.
Morning.
Really, dude? You gonna drink the whole thing? Nate! Oh, the can is open. You doll. Gertrude's feeling good this morning. She's pulling right good. We're off the interstate now. We're gonna be going down through the country. Waiting on this red light to change. Oh, that car there from Florida. There we go. Had to stop at a Dollar General for just a second. Now we're back on the road. Nate's being awful quiet this morning. What you being so quiet for? Is it because it's Monday? You don't Monday well, do you? We're on the job now. There's not, you look at the grass is dormant. It's not dead, it's just dormant. But there's some debris on the ground. What we do this time of year, we do stuff on the jobs that we have that we don't have time to do in the winter, in the summertime rather. Spring, right, usually around April, it just, the work just skyrockets. So we have 2 months to get everything tidied up, get the bushes shaped up, get the tree limbs cut, that kind of thing. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Stuff that we don't have time to do in the summertime. So I just wanted to take you along for the ride and let you see what a lawn service does in the wintertime, because I've had a buku of questions from different people. Well, you cut grass. Well, what do you do in the wintertime? Well, we do more than cut grass. I mean, we cut grass, we trim bushes, do general lawn maintenance, we do landscaping. At least I do pressure washing, that kind of thing. Today it's too cold to do pressure washing, just let me go ahead and tell you. But we're going to take you along for the ride. We're going to tidy up here, and then we're going to move on to the next job. So, hope you enjoy it. Before we get into it, though, be sure and click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and leave us a comment. So, hope you enjoy. Pro tip, I had to tighten the chain up on this. Always make sure your chain is good and tight before you start any job, even if you're doing something as small as trimming small limbs. But here's a pro tip. When you go to tighten the chain and you're on metal, always put your guard back on. That way the teeth do not scratch the metal and the metal does not damage the tooth. Pro tip number 2, always let your chainsaw warm up before using it. I'm using the stihl stihl MS-170. It's got a 16-inch bar, and the only difference between this one and the one you go buy at the store, I chose to put a carbide tip blade on my chainsaw, where you have to sharpen a regular chain probably every, did you cut it off? Okay, every 4 to 5 cuts. This one you only have to sharpen maybe once every 3 or 4 months. So, but the only downside to that is you can't sharpen this chain. You have to take it to a shop or somewhere that's got a carbide tip sharp. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Nate, I'm under mistletoe. You want to give me a kiss? Come on back down here. Come on. Come here a second. I want to tell you folks something. I want to show you something. Zoom in on those berries right there. Those berries right there, the mistletoe is basically a fungus. It won't kill the tree, but it's not. It's actually robbing the tree of sap, but it won't kill the tree. It won't. I mean, it won't hurt it. But if you want to get mistletoe in your tree at your house, here's what you do: you go find some mistletoe with these little white berries on it. Now, do not get the contents of those berries on your fingers, because they are toxic. But if you will take your tree at a place you can reach and you make a little cut, not deep now, just a little cut into the bark and get to the meat, and then take those berries and grind them up, and then take that sap or goo or whatever you want to call it and put it in that crease, you will then get mistletoe growing in your tree. Come over here a minute. Now, I want you to zoom in on the camera. Zoom in up there. There's more mistletoe up there. Can you? I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's more mistletoe growing in that limb up there. And what it'll do, it'll spread, because birds eat those seeds. And there's a bare spot on like these little cracks right here in the bark. If a bird poops in that crack, then craps in that crack, or poops, however you want to say it, those berries get deposited in those little open areas, and that's what makes the mistletoe take root. I swear I turned my back for 2 seconds, and I come back, and Nate is sitting in a little kitty net swing. Now, don't move, Nate. Don't move. I want to show the folks something. Now, he weighs 162 pounds, and he's swinging on that little bitty limb up there. You're living on a wing and a prayer. These limbs here are so small and spindly, I decided to cut them with loppers. Now these loppers here are old, but they are good. They're very easy to sharpen, and
those loppers are older than I am.
They probably are. And guys, the reason I'm doing this, I'm not doing this because the homeowner really wants me to. I'm doing it because when we mow under here, I don't like anything being head high. I want it to be above my head so we don't come through with the machine and hit it and tear the tree up.
Yeah, that sucks when you get knocked in the head by a branch. I should know.
make hungry and get this one off too, just to be safe. Just a little bit, ow, hit me right in the mouth. I'm telling you, dude, I'm gonna laugh when if that limb breaks and your butt hits the ground. I'm going to laugh. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, by the way, I took a Star Wars quiz. You answer questions and it tells you which Star Wars character you'd be.
Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing who I got.
Well, let me see. If you're embarrassed, I'd say either Rey, Princess Leia, Jar Jar Binks, or Yoda.
None of them.
Who?
Jabba the Hutt.
Oh Lord, that's even worse. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. The gangster of the whole movie.
And the big living blob.
Yeah. Guys, I'm taking you for a walk here. I want to show you something. These little space places right here where I cut the limbs off, all these little spindly things growing out the side of the tree. Had a customer one time ask me why that was important. Well, the main thing is it makes the tree look more like a tree. It doesn't make it look like a bush, because when all those down there get foliage on them, it looks more like a bush with a long stem on it. Now it looks more like a tree. But the second and probably more important thing is those are what I like to call infant limbs. They, like this right here, and this one and this one, see, this is on an existing limb, it's not on the trunk. So they will help fill the tree in and make it fuller. But these down here are closer to the ground. So what that will do, and again, another pro tip, and this, I haven't ever heard anybody else talking about this. This is just something that I've discovered in my 21, 22, almost 22 years of doing this for a living. The one thing I've discovered is if you leave these on the tree will actually concentrate more on growing those than filling out the rest of the tree when it buds out, because this is a dogwood tree. When it buds out, it will concentrate more on growing what's closer to the ground than it will filling out the rest of the tree. Nate's got the blower in the back, so I'm reduced to manual blower. What you looking for, son?
Rake.
Huh?
Looking for the rake.
Hey. Yo.
Oh.
Yeah, trying. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. I didn't record anything on this property because I just did a couple of videos ago. That's pretty much what we do in the wintertime. We just, you know, we come on a regular basis and take care of the customers and take care of their yards and do the stuff that we don't have time to do in the spring, summer, and fall when the leaves start falling. And that's the main goal. If you enjoyed the content of this video, be sure and click the like button. If you're watching this video and you're new, please subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can help me with that. But anyway, leave me a comment and let me know that you enjoyed this video. So this is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV, reminding you to always live big, live southern, and live outdoors. Have a good afternoon, folks.